Welcome to this how-to video on Azure NetApp Files cache volumes. I'm Ranga Shankar, Technical Marketing Engineer, and I have Neil Stanley, Product Manager for Azure NetApp Files. Today, we shall explore cache volumes with a demo. Cache volumes is an exciting, high-impact feature that supercharges performance for your demanding workloads. Imagine this, a solution crafted for cloud architects, IT administrators, and those managing dynamic hybrid environments where data spans the cloud and beyond. Here's the game changer. Tools that simplify data access while delivering blazing performance. No more complexity. Let's dive into the power of Azure NetApp Files caching capabilities, specifically the persistent, high-performance caching layer built for hybrid environments. This feature supercharges access to hybrid data by creating a cache in Azure, delivering lightning-fast performance without compromising data residency or sovereignty requirements. Imagine keeping your primary data on-prem while giving your cloud workloads LAN-like speeds. That's exactly what this solution offers. Powered by ONTAP FlexCache technology, a proven leader in remote caching, it creates a writable, persistent cache volume that mirrors frequently accessed data without duplicating the entire dataset. The result? Users in Azure experience cached files as if they were local, dramatically boosting performance. It's hybrid done right. Cache volumes act as caches for external ONTAP volumes. Cache volumes are supported with ONTAP 9.15.1 or later versions. Write-back mode to improve write performance is supported only on specific ONTAP versions. Let us next look at a demo that illustrates the setting up of a cache volume. Go to the Learn article that describes the steps for creating a cache volume. The QR code should help you get there. The Requirements and Considerations sections has the details about the cache volume parameters, minimum version of ONTAP, etc. Go through this section as well as other sections like the Write-back Consideration section before beginning to set up cache volumes. You need to register for the cache volume features first. The AZ feature register command can be used to register for this feature. Use the AZ feature show to confirm the cache volume feature is successfully registered for your subscription. For this demo, we have an instance of Cloud ONTAP version 9.17.1p1 successfully installed in the cloud. Get the token ID using the AZ account get access token command. The first step is to use the put API and create a cache volume. After executing the put command, you can monitor the status of the cache volume creation using the get API command. The get command will provide the cache volume status. The provisioning state should be creating as the cache volume gets created. Keep monitoring the status periodically by repeatedly running the get command. The cache state should move to cluster peering off ascent. Execute a post API command as described in the Learn article. The response to the post command should list a cluster peering pass phrase, a detailed cluster peering command, and a vserver peer accept command. These commands need to be executed on the on-prem or CVO ONTAP using the ONTAP CLI. Execute the network interface show command and find the IP space. In the demo, the IP space, as can be seen, is default. Execute the cluster peer create command. Pass in the IP space value as well as the peer address that was provided as from the post API result. When the cluster peer create is executed, it will ask you to enter the passphrase that was shared in the result from the post API command. Enter the passphrase and reconfirm the same. If this goes through successfully, the peering is established. Execute the vserver peer show. The peer state should move from pending to peered in the origin cluster. The get API command also should show the cache state as succeeded after successful peering. With both the origin volume and cache vol successfully peered, the next step is to show how cache volumes get automatically populated with the data from the origin volume. In this demo, a Ubuntu VM is created and both the origin and cache volumes are mounted. The cache volume is mounted on a SharePoint/mnt/cache vol, and the source volume is mounted on /mnt/source vol. A directory command shows that there are no files under the mount points housing these two volumes. A test file with some data is created in temp directory. Using the cp command, this test file is then copied to /mount/source volume. Execute a ls of the source volume and cache volume. This shows the cache test file under both the directories. Using the rm command, delete the test file in the source volume. The test file in the cache volume should be automatically deleted. As a next step, execute a ls command to check the cache volume and source volume directories. Both the directories should be empty. Execute a delete API command to delete the cache volume. Use the get API command and verify the cache volume provisioning state moves to deleting. Successive get API calls should show the cache volume as removed with a resource not found status code. If you plan on setting up cache volumes, you will find these frequently asked questions useful. The clustering peering step has a 30-minute timeout requirement. You have 30 minutes after the cache state transitions to cluster peering offer sent to execute the cluster peering command. If you don't execute the command within 30 minutes, cache creation fails. If cluster peering command is not executed within the 30 minutes window, you can delete the cache volume using the delete API command. Recreate the cache volume using the put API command. The vserver peering timeout is a 12-minute window. You need to do the vserver peering within this window. If you miss this window, you need to delete the cache volume using the delete API call and recreate the cache volume. Make sure you monitor the cache state closely after creating a cache. The get API can be used repeatedly to monitor the cache state. Cloud architects, IT admins, and teams managing hybrid environments will love this feature. Cache volume delivers a persistent, high-performance caching layer for hybrid data. Built on proven ONTAP FlexCache technology, it brings LAN-like speeds for remote data without full replication. Creating, monitoring, and deleting cache volumes is simple, enabling global collaboration across distributed teams and supercharging productivity. It's a game changer for hybrid performance and agility. Thank you for taking the time to watch this how-to video on cache volumes. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. You can scan the QR code or go to the Learn article shared here for more details on cache volumes.